I've been thinking of doing an update for quite some time, and I don't know whether it's the stars that have been pushing my date ahead. But uh, talking of stars, it's probably a good thing because the market's not really gone anywhere. And this week, what we've got on the weekly charts is what we call a doji star. A doji star basically means that the week opened and closed almost at the same level, but between the high and the low, there's very little difference, which means the range was extremely narrow. What it means in terms of technicals is that you've almost lost entire momentum on the upside, and chances of the momentum continuing are extremely low. Now, given that breadth, sentiment, and momentum itself, all these indicators have for quite some time, for a couple of months, been giving a lot of negative divergences and indicating that somewhere the market will fail to continue on its path up. My last update in October was almost a warning at 70,490 that we were done, but the markets, after falling for 2,000 points, bounced right back, but it's not been able to take that high out. And now this doji star, finally a candle pattern on the weekly, which is showing lots of momentum, probably means that this is it. I changed my counts for those who noticed. Rather than calling the top in October, although it's not been taken out in terms of actual wave structure, probably the final high is at this week's high, which means in a complex corrective Z, the last leg of a five-legged corrective pattern has ended at this week's high. That's what it looks like to me, which means that in the coming weeks to months, you should be on a consistent downward trend, most potentially a five-wave decline, if not a complex corrective again. So let's see how in terms of wave structure that pans out. But once you're done, basically it means that you'll start getting sell-offs, whether they'll be slow and consistent on the way down or whether they'll be sharp, panic, knee-jerk reactions is again hard to tell. But definitely one thing's clear, that the upside potential is now extremely narrowed down, and the breadth is weakened enough for people who probably trying to trade side stocks or second line stocks long in a non-directional market will probably find themselves failing as they go ahead. One of the other indicators which I've talked about for most of my video updates, which is the dollar. The dollar's now clearly confirmed, broken out into wave 3, which means it's made a higher bottom this year versus what it made last year, which is a surprise to a lot of people, because the sentiment and news around the dollar was much more negative this time around, and that's classical wave 2 structure, which means in wave 2 you often get sentiment or negative sentiment or readings of depression on any security to be much more negative in wave 2 than sometimes they are on at the actual bottom. So this occurrence is extremely positive in terms of confirming that wave 3 is actually on its way. And what that would mean is that the dollar is going to have a significant multi-month rally. I think probably the rupee is lagging because unlike the dollar index itself, the rupee, while its momentum indicators do show some upward swing on the short term, we do not have clear confirmations. I think that will only happen after you have a couple of days of US dollar quoting above 47. It's been trying to, but it's still not done that. So it's probably lagging most of the European currencies. In fact, it's amazing if you look at cross-currency rates of the rupee versus non-dollar, which means versus euro or versus the pound, and you find that the rupee has actually been depreciating against other currencies, but not against the dollar. And now that the dollar started rising against all other currencies, probably it's time that the rupee actually starts showing weakness against the dollar itself. So I think a close above 47 for a day or two should be a clear confirmation that that there's a change, that the shift in the dollar trade is actually showing up on the rupee's movement itself. And probably that would also happen along with the markets entering a decline phase. So I think these are the important issues to look at. On a broader context, I also wanted to highlight that I noticed something which I hadn't earlier, that a lot of sectors which had not completed their fifth waves during 2008. Ideally, after such a big bear market, you would think, well, 2008 was the top of the bull market and the collapse there was the end. But The way it has formed out in terms of IT sector, banking sector, and probably the autos is that probably 2008 was not the end of the bull run for a couple of sectors, and they continued to form their fifth phase only now, which means what started in 2001 to 2003 did not end in 2008 as even I anticipated earlier, and maybe there's a fair chance that it actually ended for at least a couple of sectors, if not the index, in a truncation now today. That means in 2009. This would be very unique because during an extreme bear market phase in global markets, India would be witnessing the fifth wave of a larger degree bull market, and if we end that here, it would mean that the bear market is just beginning, and 2008 was not part of a long-term correction to a bull market. This is an alternate that has been on my mind for quite some time, did not have clear confirmations, and I think it's still a bit early, but this indication that a lot of sectors are doing fifth waves is one sign that it might be true, which would again mean the theory that I've been saying, you're ending a 30-year or 35-year bull market somewhere around the upper end of this range, wherein you need to see a much deeper correction or consolidation before you can start a new one, would actually get proven. So I'll look at that as more evidence grows. But basically from the short to medium term point of view, I think a downward trend from here is the most highest probability case for the markets, and the loss of momentum this week surely indicates it's much sooner than later, and it's probably not going to stretch into January. That's all for me today. Thanks and bye.